going to film this real quick here. Actually, refilm it because the first one it keeps failing to upload to YouTube, and hopefully I'll get it in before the midnight deadline. It's only 9 o'clock here, but it's 12. It's only 8:40 here, but it's almost midnight on the East Coast. Like I said, the first couple times didn't want to upload, and if I make it for the contest, great. If not, that's fine too, because I just kind of wanted to say what I liked about the series. Now, I found the series the other night after you first posted your video about wanting responses to real life. And I sat up literally I found them about midnight. I think I stopped watching them around 7 a.m. and went to bed. So I watched a lot of them there in a stretch, and then I watched the rest of them as the days went on. You know, it was once Frodo was dead and the house was already empty and everything, I just started watching them a little more sporadically because it, you know, slowed down a little bit there. But what I wanted to say I really liked about the videos is I really liked how you captured the actual feel of Appalachia. You know, I was born and raised in Appalachia. I am a West Virginia hillbilly. I was raised in that type of environment. I was raised where pot was king, and now it's more pills. Pills were a small part of it then, but you know, back then it was marijuana and a little heroin. And it just, you really kind of captured that feel and how the check drawers are a huge portion of the population, and how the drug lords are king. And you talk about houses being burned down. My mother actually kind of adopted a son from one of our local drug dealers who was abusive and neglectful of his son. And after we did so, we lived in a trailer at the time, we were very poor. It mysteriously caught fire and burnt down in the middle of the night with us in it. We did all manage to get out, no one was harmed. But then, not long afterwards, my mother graduated college, bought a house. She got threats that, you know, one of the drug dealers will come to her house, throw acid in her face. So we had to go on the run for a few days until that was settled. But things like that do happen there. And then not too long after that, the same drug dealer, one of his big suppliers, my mother had found out that they were trying to get his son back because they wanted him to work as a supplier, as a mule, back and forth between Florida and West Virginia. And he just turned 18 at the time. She found out about it. She went down and kind of got a court injunction to try to get them to not get custody back until the kid graduated from school. And she was successful in blocking them from taking his son back from her. But then, like a week later, one morning I heard someone pull up in our driveway. We lived that way out in the country, and I heard someone pull up at the end of our driveway. I was up late, went to the front porch to open the door. Our house got riddled with 37 bullets. My mother still has a big wooden plaque of Jesus in her dining room that has a bullet hole right in the forehead where the bullets came through the house, and one of them hit that plaque in the head. So the people like that, they will kill you, and they're just awful, awful people. And having been grown up in that, just seeing it again, it was almost nostalgic, seeing the kind of environment you were the picture you were painting with your stories there. And also, as you know from my personal note to you, that I have some experience with officers like the one you dealt with too, and it's so pervasive in that area of the country that law enforcement works hand in hand with these people. In fact, I still believe to this day that the officer that was giving you the trouble, he didn't get in trouble because of what he was doing. He got in trouble because he allowed it to become too visible and you were making a stink over it. If they thought they could shut you up, if you were a local that they thought that they could shut you up or intimidate you, I guarantee you that's what would have happened instead of him getting in trouble. But that's what I liked about your series. There was a whole bunch of things I liked the best, but that's what I really, really liked, the fact that it was really nostalgic for me. And, you know, it's sad that that is nostalgic, that kind of desperate, you know, just horrid lifestyle. But that's just the way a lot of those people are. I mean, a lot of my family are still like that. They just live this life of fatalism and desperation and just live for the moment because you're going to die tomorrow. Take what you can because you'll never get anything good. It's just a horrible, horrible lifestyle. And everyone's out to work the system, and it's just an awful way of life, but it's so prevalent, and it's still prevalent to this day. Anyone who doesn't think it is should really spend some time in rural Appalachia and really see what it's like. But that's what I really liked about your story, and I just wanted to get that out real quick.